Hello and welcome. This is Jack Bergstrom, coach, speaker, and author of the upcoming book, Mastering the Art of Business by Referral. I thought I would just show up for this video today and talk about business by referral, why I got started in it, what it means, and why you might care. Business by referral. I became an expert on business by referral because I was desperate for my business to succeed, and at the same time, I was terrified of rejection. I would do anything to avoid cold calling. I tried cold calling, and another time I'll share about how I got actually quite good at that in a different stage in my life. But cold calling terrified me. I was just petrified of rejection. Being so afraid of rejection made networking very difficult for me. It made cold calling virtually impossible and massively stressful. The stress involved in getting myself to cold call and network made me put on a tremendous amount of weight as I used food as a way to overcome, to compensate for all the fear, all the stress I was in while I was making business grow that way. I could have done a lot of advertising and grow my business that way, but I didn't have the kind of budget for that. So I looked around at people that were making a really good living doing what I was doing and how they were making that living. How are they getting their clients? And if they'd been in business any period of time, yeah, they probably did some advertising. They might have somebody on their team doing cold calling. But basically, they were getting their business by referral. And I wanted to see how, one, I could make that happen for me, and one, how I could make it happen in a much more concentrated period of time. I didn't want it to take years. I didn't want to become the obvious expert in 5 years or 10 years or 15 years. I wanted to be the obvious expert in a year or 2 years at most. And how could I do that? So if most businesses fail in the first year, 95% I think is the stat that's been running for a long time, still pretty accurate. And of the remaining 5%, something like 80% of them will fail in the next 5 years. I did not want to be one of those. I wanted to have very different results indeed, and I did in more than one business. And business by referral was, if not the only component, was certainly the key component in the businesses that I grew very successfully. And ultimately, one of them I sold and retired, and one of them I'm still running to this day, although in a different guise, which is what these videos are about. So that's why I started business by referral. It's why I decided to become an expert on it. It's why I literally read every single book on business by referral that I find, that existed at the time and that exists to this day. I don't think there's one book or ebook or course on business by referral that I have not either studied, purchased, read, done my very best to master. In the process of mastering that, I decided to offer a course on it, my take on business by referral. And thousands of people have been through that over the years. Recently, I decided that I should write a book on the process. The book will be impossible to encapsulate all that I know, but I will give the highlights, very actionable highlights, on how you too can take your business, wherever it's at, and make business by referral either your go-to technique for growing your business or your complete technique for growing your business if you have the time to get that done. So this is Jack Bergstrom. Just wanted to see what would happen if I just showed up today, just was completely open and honest about where I came from, which was complete fear, and why, and where I'm at now. So these days I can network effortlessly. It's fun for me. These days I can cold call. It's no longer a challenge. I'm saying it's fun for me. Sometimes it can be fun, which is a long place from where it was, where I'd get physically sick thinking about it. All the things that I could not do in the past, I can do now if I chose to. But still, the very best way to grow your business, to sustain your business, the most long-term strategy, the most stress-free, the most enjoyable, is business by referral. And that's what I will help you to master in these videos, in my book, and in my upcoming course. So this is Jack Bergstrom. Thank you for watching. and I'm wishing you all the very, very best.